Stop the confusion. You are about to master the simple, correct logic for the change of character reversal. This is a step-by-step teaching that instantly identifies the first shift in market direction. Your market structure analysis is about to achieve ultimate clarity. Let's start seeing the logic now. So when we're looking for the market, okay, we're looking for, let's say, a bullish trend in the market. We see the market continue to be bullish, and then all of a sudden, the market does this. And we shift back bearish, and we start to run lower. How do we know when that change of character is going to occur? Where do we see that change of character? I'm going to show you a couple of variations here so you can understand the concept. To start with, if we have a break of structure here to the upside, and let me just make this a bit thicker so we can see this break of structure. So say we have a break to the upside here with a continuation of the trend. That means for your change of character, you're going to need to see this level here getting broken. So let's just add this as a change of character. So we need to see a change of character here taking this low. But this changes completely if we don't see this break here. If we see a lower high created, then our actual change of character becomes this low here. And I'll explain why in a moment. Because this is never broken, our last break of structure becomes this high. So that's our last break of structure, and we make a lower high formed here within a trading range. Now our trading range is going to be from this high to this low at that point. And the market fails to break a new high to create a new potential low in the market. So that's why this becomes the change of character, this level to the downside. So once you understand this concept, what we're now going to do going through price will make things so much more clear for you to understand when we find that true change of character. Just remember that you always want to find your trading range first. And that's what we're going to go through now first. Understand that market structure and the mapping of your high or low and your break of structure levels to find that trading range to then allow you to find the change of character. And I'll show you how easy this can be done. So let's just wipe everything off here first. We'll go to some price. We'll have some price on the chart here and we'll map this up and I'll show you how easily this can be done. And then later, if you want to find how you can actually automate this full process, do keep watching the next video. After this one, it will help you to identify how you can make this automated and very fast for you to find these change of characters. Let's look at this area on the chart. We see this is a current high in the market. Let's pull this across. This is a break of structure. Now let me just change this to a solid line and let's add this as a BOS in the market. In fact, let's make this capitals. So we have a new break of structure here to the upside. We can now duplicate this and we'll make this as our line. Now, what we're looking at, and I'll go through this now, when we see this candle breaking up, and this is how we look for our structure. Once we identify the candle that closes down, which is this candle here. And what I mean by closing down, it must close below the previous candle's low. So when we see this candle closing down, this creates a valid high. So at that point, this is a valid high in the market. When we see this candle breaking to the upside, we're going to look for our valid low. Now, our valid low in this point is where we're looking again for our close down. So this candle closes below this candle's low. That means our lowest point, which is this candle, becomes my valid low. Now we have our valid trading range. So our range is now from this high to this low. We don't mark off a low all the way down here using this strategy. It's not the way we look at mapping our charts. We don't mark this one. We don't mark this low, this low. This is the low that we mark. So this is our current trading range. Once you identify this as your high to your low, your trading range, you're looking for price to pull back inside that range for continuation to run the high again. And that's how we look for potential trade opportunities. So now you understand how we look for that. Let's now continue mapping this out step by step so you can see the exact process of how we look for this. So if we now remove this, when we identify this breaking up, we're going to find our last close down. Again, is this candle, just like we had for that as a valid high. It's going to create a valid low down here. Now, this level is key. Remember the diagram we went through at the beginning of this video, and I showed you where price failed to break structure again. This is exactly what you're going to see now. So again, we look for a valid high now first. There's our first close down below a previous candle's low. Now, just because that candle closes down there does not mean we mark off from that high. We go to the highest place on this move, this high here, as our current range high. So now we have our trading range from this high to this low. That's all you need to understand. Now we can look for price to pull back against that range for a new buy to break structure. Now what we can identify here is that price does pull back to this area. Now the reason it goes to this area is we have a leftover imbalance. That's something completely different, and we'll do another video understanding how you can use these imbalances in the future. But this is your area of imbalance that price pushes into, holds that imbalance, and we start to push to the upside. Now at this point, I would even be looking for price to want to run this high. But we failed to do that. We actually create a lower high from this high, and then we run through the structure again. This is the point in the chart where I would now mark this off as a dashed line. Why? Because this now becomes my change of character. So hopefully you were watching the beginning and you understood that this is a change of character because we failed to break high again. We made that lower high, that diagram I went through. Now this becomes your change of character. Now, when we see this breakthrough, we look for that, okay, that close down here. We break through this level. We now look for the opposite. We're looking for the last close up. So where we're looking for the close down before, we look for the close up. That's our last time we closed above a previous candle's high. That means that this becomes our valid high in the market. And this is where we can sometimes find the markets will chop and we get a change of character after a change of character. And that's basically identifying the market is in a range bound market. So here we now have, this is a valid low. Now this is a valid low, and we'll change this back so it's a solid line. It's a valid low because we see a close up. This candle here closes above this previous candle's high. When we see that, it's a valid low. That means my trading range is now from this high to this low. And that means if we were to shift to the upside, what we do again, what this becomes is an instant change of character. So we have another change of character to the upside. So we mark this out as a dashed line. Can you see how this works? So now we have another break to the upside. What are we looking for again? Now we're bullish again. We're looking for that close down. That's the simple way to do this. You look for the close down. There's your close down. That means this low here becomes your valid low. Now, before we even mark anything else, we're looking for the close down again. So where's the next close down? There's our next close down. This becomes my valid high. So again, let's change this to a solid low. So my trading range is from this low to this high. So what happens when we see the market shifting through this level again? That again becomes a new dash level and a new change of character. Like I said, very often when the market starts to go sideways, you will see a change of character with another change of character. Okay, but as long as you understand what's happening, again, we see a close down. We're looking for a close up straight away. Where's our last close up? This is our last close up. Okay, when we see this candle closing through, that's our last candle closed up. That means our high is going to be this high here. That's our current range high. We look for the next close up. There's our next close up. And our low is going to be the lowest point here in the market. So we can change this to a solid line. So our trading range at this point is from this high to this low. But now we have a continuation. This now becomes a BOS in the market. So our trend at this point has now started a new bearish trend. But the overall picture, we are still sideways because this is the last time we saw that first change of character, then one to the upside and one to the downside. Now, when we see this break to downside, where's our last close up? This is going to be our last close up, which means this becomes my new high. So that's my current trading range high. And then for my range low is this one here. Why? Because this candle here, and I'll just mark it off so it's easy for you to see, is the candle that closes bullish. It closes above the previous candle's high. So I can pull this across and you can see what happens. This becomes my range low, my range high. And what do we see? Okay, so go across a bit more. Currently, pull this across, I believe we've just closed through. So if I look at this high This is a current high of a 16688. This was a close of 167. So 167, and that was a 166. So this is closed through. What does that now give me again? It gives me another change of character. I'll explain why. Let's mark this out as a change of character. It's a change of character because it's the last current high in this move to downside. This was the first continuation we saw. The market broke structure here. We pulled back in. We made that lower high. And again, just like we saw overhead to the left, my expectations would have been when we saw this high was for price to continue to break that structure. The same again, I expect to see price want to break that low because we have a solid break to downside. We have a continuation. We have a current bearish trend. Again, this hasn't happened and we've gone back bullish, closing through. So now we see this, we're bullish again, we're looking for the last close down. Now my last close down is this candle, but we'll mark off the lowest point. This low, that's my current low in the market. Now let's say this candle closes down today below this candle's low, that's going to create a new high. Now if we look back again, that we see that as a solid break to the upside, that's why we're looking for continuation to the upside. But now what we can start to see and identify is the market is in a sideways potential range. Okay, so we're in a sideways range. So how can you use the change of character to your advantage? You want to see really a change of character followed by a solid break of structure. That's key. Once you see this, you've got a continuation of that trend and you start to look to trade with that trend. And that's how you start to understand the difference between your break of structure and your change of character with market structure. If you want to see the companion tool that automates this entire system in seconds, watch this next video on market structure that shows the process inside the tool for instant results.